Yeah, 1481. Good luck. Oh, we've actually played before. Could have been in any time control. Won at 3,500 games of rapid. Very good. Knight c3 on move 2. What's the idea? Let's just develop our knight. We're going to try and castle. I think I'll bring the bishop up and then pawn up. It's a bit of a London or a Slav type structure. So does he want to come down here? We do have knight up. Well, let's not allow it. Let's just play pawn up straight away. So we could get a trade. We can drop back. You can leave it where it is. So all three moves are kind of perfectly playable. How do I want to do it? I think I'm going to drop back and see if he trades or plays maybe knight across or something. He's kind of gone for that with the knight here. So I'm going to develop my bishop. If he takes, obviously I'll have to take back. Takes with a bishop. So I'll still take back. Now if I play knight up now, my bishop's not guarded, so that could become a problem. So knight takes, king takes, the bishop could be loose, so gotta watch out. Well, he's played f3. What's he trying to do? He's trying to fly down the board, so he wants to go queenside, I assume. So I'm looking at bishop up, and then if he castles this way, so be it. Actually, what's wrong with knight out here, though? I'm going to play here and hit the bishop, because if you go back, I'm threatening just to take it. And here, go here. You can still castle kingside, it looks fine. Wait, has he really done that? He has. So if I throw in a check, he drops back, I simply take. So I've got a queen check. And I don't think he can go back, so you've got to move your king. So as a principle, that should be good for us. So throw in a check, you've got to move somewhere. Doesn't matter where it is. Knight takes, pawn takes. It's got to be okay for us, hasn't it? It's got to be. Let's throw the check in. I might be missing something, but he's seen that straight away. So let's get rid of this bishop. Now I've got the option to take or pin the knight. Probably pin the knight. Then if he runs, we can take and break this structure. But can we get this and maybe not worry about castling? If knight takes, we can grab a pawn and then take back. So that gives him a chance to make a slight mistake, I think. And if we take the pawn here, you can't run there. So I'm giving him a very slight chance to make a mistake. I don't think he will. I don't think he will, but let's see. But knight takes, we take the pawn back first and then we worry about capturing. I say the other move, maybe bishop up to create a pin here. So he's offered the queen trade. Logical. That is logical. That's probably a good move. So can I just step forward threatening to capture? I think I can. It's dangerous, isn't it? Once my queen goes forward, we're threatening to take and then take here is the idea. And again, if he takes, we've still got a check. So let's play it, but it's kind of dangerous because the queen can't run back now. But again, if he takes, I still take with check, I think. We can still take both ways. Oh, he's offered the queen trade again. My queen is protected, so I could take here first. Can I win a piece? And if he takes, I throw a check in. It gives him a chance to make a mistake. I don't think he will. But say he takes back, am I then committed to trading? I probably am. Probably am. So here, he's going to go here, right? So what if I drop back? I guess he pushes forward. Then I go here and hit the pawn again. Let's come back. Hit this pawn. He's playing it very quick, isn't he? Very quick. So my idea was to come back here and hit this pawn yet again. So I'm going to do that and threaten this pawn again. I guess he's got knight back. Yeah, I might not be able to do anything but trade here and castle. It might be too dangerous to not do it. Okay, now he's allowed us to take the pawn. But importantly, the king can't run here. And now I'm threatening to take here and win an extra pawn, I think. It's just how do we take? That's loose as well, but I really need rid of this knight. So how do I do it? Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes could be good. Pawn down we can take. Leave the bishop tucked away. So I think I want to go with the knight and keep the bishop, but I could go with the bishop and keep the knight, and then it's a knight versus knight, but I think I like the idea of getting rid of his knight and keeping my bishop. Now I can throw a check in and collect, right, because it's a check. Let's go with the queen and keep the bishop tucked away, and try and collect another. Now we need to get our king safe. We could castle either side. Ooh, that allows a move like bishop up here and the knight's pinned. It should be just about game over now. If he goes here, I can get out the way with a check, but he can actually block it. So here, down, you could take... What about just queen back then? Let's play queen back and hit the knight. And if you guard the knight with the queen, we've still got bishop up. He's gone with the king. But we should be fine to trade everything off now. We should be, and we're just up a lot of material. Okay, I'm just going to trade here because we're up plenty of material. So I think rook up looks nice. He's got rook across to guard, and we can play up and here. There's no need to castle, I don't think, now. I think I'm going to keep the king in the centre. And then just try and gradually step forward. Well, he marches forward with no fear there. Let's bring the rook across then, threatening a check. Or trying to come after the pawn, or this pawn. He's got rook up. So I'm going to stop his king from marching forward. Okay, so now I assume I want to check here. So back, he guards here, but then we go here, right? I guess he does this though. So what about pawn forward then? Yeah, it's got to be good to march a pawn forward and maybe another. I just don't want to let his rooks get active. So maybe this and then this. Just really slow and steady does it put a clamp on the position. So let's go here and then here. Oh, he's run. Let's come up then and attack the pawn. So he's gone to guard it. So I'll attack this one and maybe here to guard. Attack here. Maybe pawn up, maybe pawn up. He's got rook across here and he still double guards this. That'll be guarded. If I go back, he can go back. So I think he's fine to play a move like this. Oh, he's gone up there conceding another pawn. So it's got to be right to collect it then. And I need to put pawn up here just to really solidify this. Okay, he's pushed forward. I guess it's good to trade here, isn't it? And just play pawn up and we're going to get in here. He can't take back because of the pin. There's no real threat to my king here, even if I lose a few pawns. We've gained lots and lots of pawns. Got 7 against 3. Okay. 7 against 2. Let's come and attack another one. Okay. So it could be 6 against none. 6 pawns against no pawns. He can obviously attack this one. I guess we just edge it forward and try and protect. We protect these. Now we want to put our rook on a safe square if we can and stop his king, but I think for now I'll just march the pawn. Obviously it should be comfortable. Of course, you can always mess up any position, but I shouldn't mess up 6 pawns up to none, should I? But I could. Doesn't mean I can't. But king up and pawn up and just gradually march up the board. So let's go here, threatening to check and force his king back over. He's played rook up. That's not a bad move, is it? But check. He goes here. I guess I've got rook across to protect it. So let's check and come here. So we still guard here, and we're trying to just march gradually down the board. So let's go here and here. Okay, let's go here and here. I've just got to be really careful not to blunder stalemate now. But the easiest way, if you're not sure, just queen, he takes, check, take, and you've got 4 pawns against nothing. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Takes all the risk out of it, so we can't lose the game. Now, we just want to make sure we stop him getting across. But when you push here, draw a box around it. He can't step into it, so he can't stop you queening. That's just a simple box technique. Okay, so now it's a case of if you throw in a check, it's not a stalemate. Just pay really good attention. He's got a legal move here. So, oh, he offered a draw there, didn't he? That's You shouldn't really do that. He offered me a draw there when he was lost. You shouldn't really do that. Well, there's the phone. I'll just get that. Right, we're just doing the post-game review now. The phone rang literally just as the game finished, so I just had a little break to get that. So they're the move tiles for both players. So the game's been through the analyzer. Played a very good game. 97 versus 91 on the accuracy. But there's not many mistakes being flagged for either of us there. So let's have a very quick flick through. So you blunder there, A3 on move 16. So we'll just have a relatively quick flick through. But we're just trying to stick to those opening principles, get developed, get castles, get your king safe if you can do. In this occasion, we took a little bit longer to try and get castles, but it was actually better to take the bishop immediately instead of queen up there. So it's 2.4 to 1.7. So I should have took the bishop immediately. And then played g5. So I should have taken pawn takes and then g5, and presumably if this pawn moves, then take here. That's what we should have done. And then again, I should have played g5 here, not worry at all about the queen trade. And queen in here was the right move. So I'll hit the pawn again, hit the pawn again. This time knight back was the right move to guard. A3 was the blunder, which suddenly allows us to win one pawn, which turns into 2, which turns into 3. And suddenly 3 pawns have gone just like that, and it's +8 better. Now we've managed to just play a nice, comfortable game and convert. With lots of material, so get the major pieces off the board if you can. Stop our opponent's king getting into our position. Then we just start to march down the board. We get another pawn. And then we end up getting another set of pawns, so 6 against none. It's just a case of obviously playing sensible chess and not blundering it away here. Get the king driven to the back. And then again, a good principle here. We see a chance to get our opponent's final piece off the board, and we know we're definitely going to be able to make another queen as long as we don't do something really, really stupid. Then use that box technique. Draw a little square around it, and if the king can't step in on their move, then they can't stop your pawn. So you know you can get a queen. Now it's just a case of not blundering a stalemate. So we just double check that the king's got a legal square before we step our king forward somewhere. Oops. There. And then it's a checkmate. So really good effort for our opponent though, wasn't it? Found a lot of good moves in a struggling position once the position turned. So it did pretty well there.